did you want to share anything about the group, about the ad, about your experience with the Georgia leadership as you guys have been investigating out there in Georgia?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, yeah. we started this effort in as Catherine said, back in late in 2020, the latter half of 2020, and really sort of began to explode our efforts into the Senate runoff in Georgia, and then by January of 2021, we were full off into this. A few months later, we had enough information that we felt needed to be turned over not only to the leadership in Georgia, but specifically to law enforcement. In May of 2021, I went with several colleagues to the governor's office in Georgia, met with his team, met with his chief of staff, met with a number of staffers. A guy named Reynolds, who runs the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, was there along with some of his team. So there was 9 or 10 people in the room, and I walked them through what we found and shared that with them, and crickets after that for months on end. Occasionally we get a text from Vic saying, well, I don't have jurisdiction, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't do anything about it. Lo and behold, in September of 2021, President Trump goes to Georgia and has a rally and name checks us. There were name checks, Catherine. I do this in a private company, and this work is all private. I should tell all the haters out there that are listening, I'm not doing this on behalf of True the Vote. I'm paid to do some of it by True the Vote, but my efforts politically are mine and mine alone. And so Trump name checks True the Vote and name checks this work in late September. A couple days later, Vic Reynolds, the guy who claimed that he couldn't do anything about it because he didn't have jurisdiction, shows up at the FBI office, sends us a letter that details all of the things that we had given them. We had given them this, and we'd given them that, and we gave them geospatial analysis, and we gave them all the information that they might need to open an investigation. Well, he wrote us kind of a snotty letter and said, well, I have all of this, but I don't have probable cause. Well, if you know anything about, I'm not even a lawyer, and I can figure this out, that you don't need probable cause to open an investigation. Probable cause is the result of the investigation before you get an arrest. And so, it kind of rang a little bit hollow. Well, a couple of days later, he also, or somebody, sent that letter to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, but not just sent the letter, sent my name, went into the metadata of what we had provided to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and what he subsequently secured, and published my name and my analyst's name, who remain often or almost always in the dark, in the AJC. And that sort of set us off on a path where a number of other things happened. His chief of staff got involved, started working to get some of our people canceled, and it was really unfortunate. As all of this now has unfolded, and here we are now, a full year even after that, and they still have done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. And so when the folks that started that PAC were kind enough to call me and offer me an opportunity to advise them, maybe share a little bit of information, a little bit of video, and some of my ideas, I was happy to do it. And I hope that Georgia in particular takes an opportunity not only to watch our movie 2,000 Mules, but also take a hard look at some of these ads and some of these things that are coming out, because those people that you just showed, Jim and Patty, that are stuffing those ballot boxes, that's legit. And by the way, that, 2 of those most egregious ones are in one ballot box. And there are all sorts of stories, all sorts of things that go with it. We've made complaints, we've made all sorts of other things to the appropriate authorities in Georgia, and all along, Governor Kemp has just decided to be a coward, stick his head in the sand, and act like it didn't happen, that he helped conduct the most secure election in American history, like Biden would say. I think Kemp agrees. Yeah. And frankly, we just, it's false. It's just not true.